It's coffee morning, guys. What's going on? I'll give a little wait on this for a few people to shows ups. We're gonna go. Is the robot in the kitchen right now? Of course it is, because that's where I want to be. Put this stuff here and mess with my hair for a moment while I wait. Hey guys, today's show is brought to you by my sponsor, Twan and Nika. You can check out their YouTube channel in the video below for vlogs and other fun stuff. Thanks, guys, for being today's sponsor. And you guys got a shout out the other day as well. Yeah, free of the robot into the kitchen. And it's time. If I can find a place to put my phone for the long pour. Not yet. Maybe in a second. I gotta do some cleanup. Clearly. Evan, is that you, my friend? Where's Molly been this morning? I don't think she went to work this early. Alright, there we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Where can I put you on this small pile of dirty dishes? Yeah! Oh man, we're gonna do a little cleanup in this kitchen. We never ran that dishwasher last night, did we? So I guess I'm gonna end up doing that. Morning. How's it going, Evan? What the heck? Yeah, we got someone else watching, so yeah, I got what was the thing? Alexa, repeat my flash briefing.
For help with that question, go to the help and feedback section of the Alexa app.
It's a weird day. Why is that? It is a little bit of a weird day. I was trying to remember the weird holiday. Speaking of weird and day, is it's like No Doubt Day or something like that. What was it? Alexa, repeat flash briefing.
Here's your flash briefing. On this stupid day, today is National Celebration of Doubt.
Alexa, stop. It's National Celebration of Doubt. Alexa, stop. So, don't doubt that. Alright, it's time for the long pour. Today's show is brought to you by Twan and Nika. Thanks for sponsoring this live stream, and you can check their channel out in the description below. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing today since I have company coming over no, not company, but someone's picking something up at 11, which is like a little over an hour, which is like right in the middle of stuff. I was contemplating if we got a couple people in here. I need more coffee, I didn't get enough. Doing like a mini zombie game so you could actually see how that flowed. Hey, do LSD. I would not know how to score that, and I don't want to freak out. That's not how I like to start my day. Besides, there's a pregnant lady coming by. It's probably not a good way to greet a pregnant lady. Although if anyone's done an LSD, it's her. It's fun. Your mom's fun. I said it. Fun lady. Alright. Why is all this stuff here? Alright. All these... Sorry, Ryan. Somebody had to tell you. Let me move all these things. Oh, boy. I fed you, cat. The only thing that hasn't been fed here is... Oh, maybe the kitten. But me. Get out. That's my charging cord. This other cat is trying to get my cord. Oh, you know what I need? Get out. My makeshift stand, aka the old coffee tin, has been recycled. And I guess I won't be using that as a stand. So I'm just going to put this water pitcher that I'm using currently over here. I will read that thing about putting in just a short second. No, the robot's back. Thank God for that. That I made instant pudding and had a conversation with my mom while I was on LSD and she had no idea. You think she had no idea. Parents know. How are you going to do that with work? Oh, am I going to maintain the live stream with work? Is that the question? I don't know. That's a good question. It depends on a lot of things. including if the job is open to me doing something like that. Most likely it will have to get moved. I will either be doing it earlier in the day before I leave for work, or as a late night thing. I feel like earlier in the day is probably gonna work with my audience, but I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, I might. Depending on what the heck, cat? Why are you throwing cookie boxes? What's your deal? She totally just knocked this giant container of cookies on the floor. I fed you already. I'm the one that hasn't eaten. Give me this crap. That cat's just being a punk too. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see what the details of the job are. But previously, when I had the last big job, that was like a 9 to 5 kind of thing. I ended up doing I streamed my commute. So like every morning to and from work, I did streams because I just couldn't wake up early enough. Like that job started, I had to be there at like 7 or something. I don't remember. But we'll see. It's this particular one is with like a internet comedy company, so I feel like maybe it's gonna be a later start to the day, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, and then I'll figure it out at that point. Yeah, so cross those fingers, because on Thursday I have that interview. Technically, I have another one at night, but that one's for like an on-screen thing. Cross your fingers I get both jobs, because I need to chip away some debt at this point. Or I'll be moving to Michigan. Where we can live in Amanda's grandma's house. I don't want to do that. Hey, oh my gosh, Matt Thomas. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in forever. I've been doing these streams like every day. And theoretically, I will continue to do them every day. It depends what happens. Thursday, I'm going for a very special job interview. How you doing, Matt? Good to see you here. Life has taken over. I understand. Ditch the family, live in a van down by the river. I feel like that's been done. Right, I'm gonna do a little breakfast action. What are the chances there's a clean pan? Absolutely zero. All right, we're gonna leave on some dishwashing action. Angle you guys down. Yeah. There we go. Ryan, you want to fish the rest of your life? Yeah, that's another thing. I don't have to gut and scale fish all the time. I don't assume living down by the river actually means eating by the river. More often than not, I assume living in a van by the river means you're eating like McDonald's every day. Or the dumpster from McDonald's every day. Enjoy that. Are you living in a houseboat? Because that would be cool. I'd live in a houseboat. Alright. Super awesome washing action. Yeah. So after I do all this, I have absolutely no plan for today's show. I keep meaning to make this a more informative, topical, like I'll look at all the news of the day and talk about stories or whatever's trending, and then I usually don't do any of that stuff. So if anyone has a direction they want this show to go in for today or just in general, let me know. We could play a game. We could just chat. After Mandy comes to pick up all this stuff, we could actually probably connect it to the Wi-Fi, and if I leave the house, it'll do something weird. But we could, in theory, go for a walk or drive around the area. Or a skateboard. Alright, that's clean. We're going to make some eggs and ham and toast. Can Can I get my allowance? Step pip. That's a different sketch. Oh, man. Right. Let's see. Can't wait for this weekend. What's happening this weekend? Eggs. Oh, sweet, man. Awesome. Is it a first date? Good luck to you, if you need it. Okay. Is this someone you know, or is it like a setup, or like a whatever? What am I looking for? Ham? Do we have sausages? Ham it is. I thought it'd be 2 months. Oh, okay, cool, man. Very cool. Okay, ham, eggs, and cheese of sorts. Oh no, do we only have mozzarella? There's no multi-shredded cheese. If I'm gonna put cheese on here, I have to cut it myself. What kind of nonsense is this? It's anarchy. People cutting their own cheese. Dogs and cats living together. All right. Let's make some toast.
Here's your reminder. Windows.
Oh, okay. It's like, what the hell? Dates Ham's cat. I don't know. What are your intentions towards my cat? Alexa, stop. I got it. I said thank you. Don't be rude.
Sorry, I don't know that. Here's your reminder.
What? No, stop. Alexa, stop. Remind me once. And then if I say a thing, you don't have to remind me more. Right? This is the one thing about Alexa I'm not too fond of. Her reminders are like 3 or 4 times. It's like, come on. If someone responds to the reminder, that should be done. That's inaccurate. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. Well, cool. What are you doing on your big date? Amanda and I. And also, is this like a post-Valentine's date? Like, because you can't go out because Valentine's is in the middle of the week? Amanda and I, her parents get into town on the 17th, so we're doing our Valentine's Day date sometime, I think, this weekend as well. Where did my coffee go? No! Got it. I'm not dizzy. Cool. Oh, Italian. That sounds nice. What are you gonna get? I'm gonna live vicariously. We haven't gone to an Italian restaurant in forever. It's not like really high on Amanda's list of like, let's go to a nice place. Let's go to an Italian. And I'm like, that would have been my default as a teenager for sure. Like, yeah, let's go get some sausage sandwiches and manicottis. Nice. It's not her thing. She likes Italian food, but it's not like, never been to this place and seen me value before. Right on. Well, let me know how it is, because that's not too far. I can go to that. There was a place, man, I'm going to say it was in Burbank, that was a really good Italian. It might have been North Hollywood. I think it's called Pinocchio's, that had like one of the best like sausage sandwiches I've had in the Los Angeles area. Yeah, you know what you're getting? What's your dish of choice? Or at least what's your default? Like usually when I go to a when I was a like teenager or a kid and I would go to an Italian place, my default was always like chicken parmesan. I don't think it's probably not my default anymore. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Toast, ham, eggs, cheese. had that last week. Okay. Last week. Chicken parm. Right on. Okay. Let's heat up the toast first. Let's take longer, the eggs or the toast. I can never time things. I don't know. What am I doing? Alright, 1 egg. Okay. Got it. I really feel like I need more food with this. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Let's stop the thing. I know exactly what I was forgetting what I wanted to do. I don't know what buca de beppo is, but it sounds like a fun thing to say. Hey, but also we get into this egg. So. Alright, I'm going to do some sauteed mushrooms and garlic, unless they're gone. Uh-oh. Stand by, folks. Where'd they go? No, they were here, I swear. Wait a second. I think they got pushed all the way to the back. And somehow got flipped upside down. Okay. That's interesting, but fine. Alright, here we go. Alright. Mushrooms, garlic. That's my thing. These things definitely need to get used. And throw you guys down for the cooking cam. Ryan and Kevin, you still with me? Oh no! Sorry. There's the one. Oh, that's the two. Oh god, now what have I done? Great. Okay! Alright, let's saute this garlic first. Guys, I'll be right back. That was the first. He rang the bell and actually waited there and didn't just put the stuff down. I think we got kitten stuff. And I left that on. I'm going to turn that off for a minute. You guys still with me? Because I had that weird phone thing happen. Somebody say something so I know it's still going. I'm going to go check on the computer that you're still here. Oh, I may have had a weird... Okay, good. You're still there. Evan's oddly quiet. Cool. Alright. A little impromptu unboxing. I feel like I can unbox this. Actually, maybe I should do this on the kitten cam because I'm almost positive these are all things for the kittens. But, this feels like a thing of food. And this is some kind of kitten toy because it says toys on it. And, yeah, I put out Amanda's wish list for the kittens. We have this kitten cam for our foster cats. And it looks like people actually sent us stuff, which is nice. So I'll put this off to the side. Maybe we'll check it out in a little bit. Alright, and to the cooking. Mushroom. Saute this garlic. Okay. Can I get a better angle on here without making you guys fall? Yay! Stuff. Alright. Okay, let's put this over here. Spook. Hey! Yeah, I think Ryan has left. He tends to come in, say a few things, and then will do other stuff. So he's kind of around, but he has either like left the tab open and muted it or whatever. Okay. Garlic is garlicking. Ah, my neck is not doing good today. some sexy daughter. Do that thing. And these things, we're gonna chop those. Great. Need a knife. Sharp enough. I'm just gonna quarter these. Pum, 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 pum. Okay, and into the garlic. This is the part where I need to use Allie's trick of putting you guys in the rack, but I don't trust that at all. Alright, so we'll do that. Saute these for a little while. Where is Allie this morning? It's about time. Should get her. How early am I? No, it's like 10 o'clock now, right? Okay. That's the rest of the stuff. Flip the camera. Okay. Okay. Good times. Let me put you guys back up here and plug you in. Now, for a second, I thought that was the girl coming to pick stuff up. I was like, damn, that's early. But cool. Cat stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to do that live on the other live stream. So many streams now. Okay, those are going. I'll give those a few minutes before I start on this other stuff, so I'll cut some cheese right now. Okay. Alright. What are you guys up to? What are you up to with your day there, Matt? You working right now? Well, so Matt, are you over on the Discord? Do you even have Discord? Okay, cutting my cheese. Lethal cheeses. That's probably fine. Those you unfamiliar, oh, you are? Okay. I have a Discord. For anyone listening to the archive for some reason, I have a Discord is basically a chat room. Amongst it, I have a game that I am working on, and just other stuff. Like for those who create, I do a weekly featured member. I have not been there in a while, but I get emails for it. Oh, you get emails? I don't even have that function turned on apparently. Right on. Okay, these mushrooms are doing all right. Guess I can cook my egg. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Evan, thanks for sending me that link. I started to read it, but man, I was like so not awake enough for that when I got to it. But I'm starting to comprehend what I need to be doing for a couple different things that would use either strings or arrays or that kind of thing. I still really want to figure out a good methodology to running movement on a map, just map creation in general. But I'm gonna start working on using, I think, arrays to make everyone's characters more interesting, and like give you different skills and attributes, and then give you different weapons and equipment that you can get to change things. And once I do that, it should open that whole game up to a lot of different stuff. It will no longer be a King of the Hill game. But FYI, you can actually play the game in the YouTube by typing !hill, although we'll soon be switching that out for the charge command, which is !charge space hill, or whatever the target is. Currently the only target is the hill. So once multiple targets have started popping up, the other command will just be a shortcut. Okay. I really want to try and get like a friend of mine to run a weekly RPG on the Discord, like just a voice channel kind of thing. I think that would be cool. Oh, Charlie, why? Alright. Oh, did I never start my toast? No! Shoot! Oh, that ain't great. Should I just use all this ham? Two pieces of ham? Am I a two ham kind of guy? Seems like it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I should have done, I have prosciutto too. I could have done that, but alright. Let's put the eggs away. I'll be right back. I gotta grab my cup from the other room. Going back into here. Yeah. I'm doing the I don't sit down while I eat breakfast thing. Let's do. You just waste all that time putting stuff on plates and moving them over to a table, sitting. You just eat right off the table counter in the kitchen. It's fast. Wait, what? Oh. I actually use a plate. Kidding. I'm sorry. I hardly showed you the food, so you only have yourself to blame. Shoot. Don't need quite such a big plate, but we didn't run our dishwasher last night, so that is what it is. Hot ham. Egg up before the yolk cooks all the way. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. It's a good time. Yeah, I would like to start doing the Zombicide game on a regular schedule as well, as far as my live stream goes. I have to figure that whole thing out. Evan, did you get a chance to watch the playback on that? Hey, what's up, BB? How you doing? It's breakfast time here on the stream. Come to watch a man with way too much facial hair eat runny eggs. That's going to be super exciting for everyone, I'm sure. Alright, oh, let's get some apricot jelly out here. Can't have toast without this. Also, you can't have toast if you don't hit that toaster, apparently. Alright. What's going on with your day? Oh, yeah. So perhaps, after this breakfast, we could do a little gameplay, or so I'll leave it up to you guys. You can either do a little. We could try and do an interactive game thing, or we'd go for a little walk around the neighborhood. I don't know. Here we go. This is what we're looking at. Toast isn't done, but there you go. Sauteed mushroom, over easy egg, and some just ham. Nothing fancy. Not today. Did fancy the other night. That pizza was fantastic, by the way. And it was relatively heart-shaped. Good enough. Toast. Toast be done. You guys are right in front of the butter. Sorry for the weird angle. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. Somebody type !troll and see if the bots do stuff. Oh, I dropped my butter thing on the butter. My butter cover! You have come to the wrong show for such things. This is Happy Fun Land, where all we do is happy fun stuff. Like eat this egg. Oh, it's not runny enough. That's a bummer. It's pretty good though. Medium over. Over medium, that's the word. And what I need is some salt. I forgot the salt. And a little pepper. Guys, it's time for salt and pepper. Yeah, boys. What? Oh, perfect. Perfect squeeze. Alright. Quiet morning here on the stream. Alright. We'll do a little. So let's see. Yeah, we'll have about 3 hours after, if Mandy gets here in, not my wife Amanda, but Mandy, who's coming to pick stuff up. If she gets here on time, we'll actually have about 3 hours where we can plan to play a game or some such thing. You're a terrible person, and you're a troll. So... Do-do-do-do-do-do. Eat this big. But enjoy this. Oops. Well, that was weird. Did you guys see that? connected with the other side for a minute. Or ghosts and junk. All up in my EMTs. I got all the EMTs all over. Plugged in. I kind of forgot you were that close to me, Matt. Alright. What's up, Charlie? You want my breakfast? You're not going to get it. This has become like my new favorite breakfast thing, is like the sauteed mushrooms with garlic. They're so good. For those keeping track, I am no longer keeping with the elimination diet for the most part. I'm still maintaining a few things, but like I don't do cereal with milk. I'm avoiding a lot of gluten, but not much. Like I have toast right now, and I'm still avoiding as much sugar as possible. But really, there's so little, I don't know. After that first month or so, I was noticing so little anything affecting my system that I was like, nah, I want to eat what I want to eat. Plus, it's way too expensive to do this right now. After I get this job and a few paychecks in, I may reconsider going hardcore into the elimination diet. But for now, we're back to normalish. I'm putting chocolate syrup on everything. That's not true. Apologize for that earlier interruption, guys. That has been dealt with. BB is gone is what BB is. There's no, that's just some weird trolling, hopefully fake trolling, because if there's any reality to that, I don't know. Yeah. Uncool. Ryan Taylor, you hiding? You still around? I'm guessing you're gone. But we shall see. But how come Dave Shadows isn't popping in? I should, I forgot to do any kind of social media, as is my MO. Just go live, don't promote, and see what happens. All right, on. You had visitors? You don't. Why are you kicking your visitors out? Don't do it on my behalf. I don't know if Amanda fed the kitten. Oh, it was my little sister and her boyfriend. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Fair enough. theory, in half an hour, my girl will be coming to pick stuff up, and then we're free to do whatever we want to do for like 30 minutes. I mean, for like 3 hours. In 30 minutes, I'll be free for, whatever. So, I was suggesting either we do the normal thing where we just chill and BS for whatever amount of time. We can attempt to do like a small version of the zombie game if there's more than one person interested in that. Or I could walk around Los Angeles. I mean, I'm in the valley. It's not the most interesting place. I'm not going to drive anywhere today. Though I guess I could. But I'll be right back. Give me 20 seconds or so. Okay, back. Thank you. Let's finish this test. I'm going to load up the dishwasher. So I'm going to put you guys over here. Extreme dishwasher positioning. Oh. Why did I miss the trolling part? Really? I don't know, man. You just disappeared. Hang on. Can I get this? No. Okay. That's... This. Great. This. This can go in, maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Alright. There. This. It's that magical time of dishwasher action. Oh man. Yeah. Do a quick look around the house. That's gonna be it. Alright. Start this chumpy up. We need some more. Is there a different dish soap in here somewhere? Oh yeah, she got some liquid stuff. That's enough though. Alright, great. Let's make loud noise right underneath you guys. And then we can get out of here. So, coffee's pretty full. What are you barking at, Charlie? Why are you doing the barking? Hey, Meech, what's going on? Welcome back. I'm going to take you guys outside for a couple minutes. Get some sun. Charlie, you want to go out back? Nara? Okay. Oh, it's not bad. It's afraid. It was like really cold yesterday. Come on. Which for me is like, come on, like 59 degrees. Which in the grand scale, not that bad. It was a little chilly. I'm wearing a sweater. Good. That one was just a meeting with my agent. Come on, Nara, come out. It was mostly, finally, mostly just about getting my acting profile updated and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk to them about getting the girls representation. So they were totally on board for that. Came home, set up all the profiles for the girls to start, and I just gotta update them and maintain them and make them better. And we'll see what happens. And Evan, the job that I want is it's a technical director gig. It would be a Wirecast. It's basically Wirecast operation for I don't want to say the company, but it's like a comedy. Yeah, it's like a comedy platform. I'm not sure if I know they do live streams on Facebook, but I'm not sure if they're also doing them on like their own proprietary stuff. I looked at a bunch of their stuff. Well, South Park is animated, so not quite like that. More along the lines of like Funny or Die or College Humor. It's like that kind of thing. Well, I guess more like College Humor, because Funny or Die, actually, other people upload videos as well. But it's like a little production company. And they do like some really weird, like funny stuff. And a lot of it is live. It's hard to tell with a lot of their stuff if it's all done live, because there's some stuff that looks like it could be both. But yeah, it would be really cool. It looks like a really fun company to work with, and it's a job I really want to do. And potentially, hopefully, eventually I can produce my own stuff on there as well. So we'll see. I mean, last time I checked, this is weird because I stopped being able to see this update, but like Friday, when I was like looking back on it, only 5 other people had applied, because it shows you that, or at least it did. Now it doesn't show me that, but it also makes it look like it wants me to apply for that job again. I'm like, no, I've already done that, so it depends. I mean, these web companies tend to be very, very frugal. So I've seen a pretty big range of like, and it's all day rates, because you know nothing lasts beyond like a few months. Although this looks like it might be a full-time staff position. I'm not positive, but I think it is. Yeah, you can, you know, there's companies out there that I've seen asking for. I'm sure there are probably guys that are making a lot more, but for the equipment I'm using, I think that's about the range. Like honestly, it's like 200 to 500 a day is like the legitimate what people should be making. I would love that. If I did that, I would pretty much be debt-free in 6 months. And actually even maybe have a little to update my computer system. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. I'm kind of doubting they'll offer that much, but maybe. As long as it's close to that range, I'll be happy enough. I just don't want to see them being like, so like 120? How's that? Because that would be ridiculous, and I would have to take it because I need to work. So hopefully they're not watching. But yeah, if it was like that, I'd be like, well, that's nice and all. I'll do that because I want to work. But as soon as I can find something else, I'm out of here. But yes, hopefully Friday morning I'll have a big announcement. That is without taxes. Yeah, hopefully Friday I'll be like, sorry guys, I can't live stream anymore. I gotta figure out a new schedule. Because Monday I'm working. I don't know. I also hope that this job starts immediately. Will you be streaming with a full-time job? I don't know. That's what I was just saying. I will attempt to. Nara, get out of the garden. Don't pee in the garden. Oh, you suck. This is why my potatoes don't grow. This cat. I was about to pick her up, and then she got in position, and I'm like, great. Yeah, so if and when, because I have to get a full-time job, or else we'll be living in a van down by the river for real. We're going to take... Well, Amanda will be home. Amanda does not work. She's a substitute, so she mostly doesn't work. I hope you don't... I don't hope you have to pay 31% tax. No, that sounds excessive. I don't know what the percentage is. It's like taxes out in Los Angeles and the US are kind of weird. Like there's certain things that are sort of a flat or tiered rate, and then there's other parts that are a percentage, but it's not quite that bad. Especially for me because I have 2 kids, so I get to take the, I get a write-off on that. What was the thing I was answering before that? Oh, so the thing with live streaming, yeah, we'll have to see what my schedule is going to be, and then I will figure out how to schedule my live stream around that. So I will either end up doing a much earlier in the day stream, depending on how early I need to go into work, or I will do like an evening thing. But I'll probably, once I've figured out the route and have it memorized and don't really need my GPS, I'll probably stream my commute to and from work at the very least. Because that's what I was doing on the last one. Do you think it's easy to have free time with a full-time job? If I didn't have 2 kids, it would be easy. Yeah, when I was living alone and working a full-time job, I had plenty of free time. That's how I got all my YouTube success, was because I was like, well, I'm going to go home and do YouTube now. But yes, the 2 kids makes it a little bit harder. I'm slowly getting to them to the point where they're, going to be more and more involved in the stream. So we'll see. But yeah, I can't answer anything for fact until I know what's happening. Hopefully Thursday. I'm sure they have other people they're meeting, so I probably won't know until maybe Monday if I get the job. But we'll figure it out. Hopefully by Thursday I can figure out the contingency plan for if I get the job, because I should know the details on the work routine. I assume it's a 9 to 5 kind of gig, but that's with my cat is chasing my reflection. Sorry. But yeah, with web video, it's hard to say. Like, they're a small enough production company that they might do things a little differently, but they're also backed by like a bigger, more traditional company, so they might just be like, yep, 9 to 5, and somewhere in there is when we stream, even if it's not the best time to do it. That's basically the job I just had, was like, well, we're backed by Fox, so we're gonna stream right in the middle of the people's day, even though clearly the numbers are better in the evening for that particular thing. I don't know. You know, it just seemed like like we did a 4-hour block, and there were days where it's like, okay, there's like 50 people in here at noon, and then by like 3, there'd be like 500 people in there. And it's like, why didn't we just start now and go for 4 hours? The best job I ever had. That's hard, because I've had a lot of cool jobs in a lot of ways. Like, I've had jobs that were like, it's kind of like a boring job, but it was a lot of free time, so that was fun. And then, like, the job I just worked in the fall, which was the Fox show, which was top 30, was like really complicated, but it was a small group of people, and it was really, really fun to work with them, and it was really challenging. So that was like a really good job. And then at the same time, I was freelancing over at Nerdist, and Geek and Sundry, and like that was very similar, where it was like kind of a small, close-knit group of people, but I was only freelance. So I was like, this would have been my favorite job, is like doing that Nerdist show. But I only did it like 5 or 6 times. Well, probably more than that. And I was running on a TriCaster too, which is like super fun to use, because it's like this giant console with like not gonna lie, it's like 500 buttons or something like that. Like whenever you see, like, we're gonna take a walk into the production studio behind the scenes at like the NFL or the Oscars, it's a TriCaster. Something like that. It's like that giant console of like glowing buttons and fader bars. It's super fun. So yeah, it's between those. Although I also worked for the Drew Carey show as an actor a long time ago. That was a lot of fun too, because you're acting. And they had the best food. Yeah, you have to classify these. You have to qualify these questions with like more sub questions, like what job had the most fun food, or things like that. The best thing. Yeah, I was only an extra, so yeah, they exist. There's clips, but I never really had any talking lines. I had one line, and it was cut. But Drew addressed my character as Bill, which I was like, really? My name's Bill? That doesn't seem right. But yeah, it's the last 2 seasons of the show where he stops working at the department store, and it becomes like an Amazon type store. Anytime they're in that office, you'll see me, because I got really, really good at finding where the camera was and being in front of it. I was like, here, it'd be like this, like here, like this is Drew and somebody else talking, and I'm like, it's not quite that bad. Even if you get 120 a day, you have more than me. Right, but how much is your rent? Honestly, 120 a day after taxes will not cover rent and bills. It might cover my rent, but we're still going to be in the hole. Yeah, rent out here is stupid. And because we're in a house, it's worse. Oh my god! And that's... What is that converted to American? It can't be more than twice that, right? Which is still less than half of... Oh my... But you don't have rent? Oh my god. Yeah. You don't have a mortgage or anything like that? Oh god. Yeah. Is it all paid off, or do you have a mortgage? See, that would be amazing. And I'm really shooting myself, because a long time ago... You have a mortgage? Okay. Long time ago, I kind of was... When I was living on myself, I was in position to... I did have the same hair. It was probably a little shorter, like maybe like this. But yeah, I had the same exact hair. Um, yeah, when I was like in my mid-20s, I had a job that was good enough that I probably could have gotten a house, and I just didn't think that was a good idea. And I should have. I'm like kicking myself that I never did it. But also, I probably would have been forced to stay in that job that I hated. So, you win some, you lose some. I should probably head back inside because I have somebody coming over to pick stuff up, and I assume I'm not going to hear the doorbell. Oh my god. Yeah, our rent is like 4 times that. Because Los Angeles is friggin' crazy. And honestly, we've been in this house for 5 years, and our landlords, thankfully, have only raised our rent once, and just by a little. But, whoa, what's going on across the street? Those guys are taking some stuff out. Yeah, it is. It's more than 4 times that. Is that right? No, it's 4 times that. It's just under 4 times that. Yeah, exactly. That is Los Angeles. The house next to us sold last year for $600,000. So when we looked up on Zillow what the suggested rent of our house is, it's like more than $1,000 than we're paying right now, is what the suggested rent is. And if there's no rent control on houses in Los Angeles, so if the owners decide at any point that they want to raise the rent a considerable amount, we are effed. Yeah. Yeah. It is a 2-bedroom, 1 floor, 1 bathroom. There is an office, a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, and a garage. So technically, the office is a half bedroom, is how they listed it. Yeah. No, Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco are crazy expensive places to live. Super fun. And the only reason I stayed here, oh my god. Yeah, the only reason I stayed here, because at the time, doing what I wanted to do was hard, next to impossible anywhere else. But it's getting to the point where it's like, now I'm staying here because I've made all these friendships, and because the girls have never known anything else, and it's like, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it anymore. It's tempting to move to, like, Arizona or something, but I'd have to find a job on par. Kind of the dream is I get a job. Oh man, this sock has a giant hole in it. I get a job that pays well. I do it for a few years, and then we get the heck out of here, and I set up my own studio somewhere else and do what I want to do and make money that way. Although that dream seems to be getting harder and harder with the way YouTube has cracked down on monetization and partnerships. So, yeah, we'll see. Although other platforms like Twitch and YouNow have started to make it seemingly easier. Oh, I gotta plug in. And do my Mr. Rogers routine, put some shoes on. Hope that's charging. If this gets to a 10% battery warning, I will throw you guys into the battery case. Hey, shoes! I should just go live wherever Ryan Taylor lives, because I'm sure rent there is like $6. Sounds like his town has nothing. Throw us into the battery prison. Dave! How long you been hiding in the shadows, Dave Shadows? I was wondering where you were. How come Allie's not here? Oh, I just remembered I never brushed my teeth this morning. That's probably the one thing I'm not going to do on stream, aside from other bathroom stuff. We got 3 bedrooms, living room, kitchen, separate, 2 floors, and a backyard. That is the one thing. We have a really nice backyard here. Wow. There's cheaper parts in Cali. Oh, sure. Would be that big of a change. Yeah. I mean, a few minutes, been checking emails and messages, yeah. Yeah, we could drive 2 hours out and probably find a decent place to live. You know, like a place twice as big for half as much. Drive 4 hours out. You really start to see some savings, but it's all about that commute. So if I ever get to the point where I can create something that you know, would let me exist without a for realsy job, I would totally make that move. But you know, there's a lot of research in that because we got to take into account schools and stuff like that for the girls. Like there's a lot of really good schools around here. You start going that far out, it starts getting harder to find all that stuff. But yeah, I would totally be willing to move at this point, I think. Well, I mean, a lot of people start with other people's money and get rich from there. Or create something that gets big. It's a slow process generally. It's seemingly getting harder and harder, but I don't know. Win lottery. Yeah, but all the people who win the lottery, all the statistics on them is they lose all of that money. Like every single one of them, they'll like spend it all on a lot of stuff. They'll give away a lot of money. Almost nobody invests any of that money. Nobody puts it into businesses. Yeah. They all do the fun thing. I think it's more about being at the right place at the right time. I mean, to some extent, sure. I agree with that. But knowing how to recognize that. Yeah. No, I know exactly what I would do if I won the lottery, which I don't pay in the first place because that's a waste of money. Although my stepfather, he plays it, so if he ever gets it, I'm sure he'll give us a portion of it, and then it's going straight into savings, or specifically like CDs and mutual funds, maybe some stocks. Buy a second house and rent it out. Yeah, that's been kind of a pipe dream of ours for a while. Amanda has been saying that forever. She's been trying to get her whole family on board and like being like everyone puts in like a quarter of it, and then Amanda will run it as an Airbnb. That's been her thing. You can almost never go wrong in real estate, except we just saw how that does go wrong. You just have to not take the super cheap loan that then compounds and goes crazy with interest. That bubble's going to burst again, but for the most part, if you're smart about it, yeah, real estate is a good way to go. Yeah, it would be super cool if we could buy a house around here and then rent that house out. Because honestly, if we could pull that off, the rent from that house would more than pay for the rent for this house. Would you invest in crypto? Only if I found myself with like just too much money. Like I don't pay enough attention to it and like to deal with all the fluctuations and all that, and I like kind of have an understanding of how the process works as far as like, actually buying into it and stuff like that and the coin wallet and all that. But I feel like there's enough unknown territory there that I'm hesitant to like go into that world. I would sooner put the money down for one of those computers that does like the mining. Because in a way, that feels like, that's just free, sort of. Like, yeah, you're dropping $1,000 on a computer or whatever. But that might not even be that much. Probably do it on a Raspberry Pi. But yeah, what's Bitcoin at right now? Didn't it drop a whole lot recently after that giant run? Investing in gold has always been safe too. Sure. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Is this? No, that's not. Need this girl to get here and pick these things up so I can get going with stuff. It's 11. She's supposed to be here at 11. Gold is real cheap in New Jersey. When gold prices drop, we drive and buy a bunch. Oh, right on. Is it because of all the gold chains? The Guidos? So are there big events that make that rise and fall? Yeah, I think gold is a solid market. It's got to be not exactly predictable, but at least somewhat routine. Huh. 8,617 and dropping? Yeah. Yeah, the price of when the price of the dollar goes up, price of gold comes down. When dollar drops, gold goes up. Hmm. Huh? Then the price of gold should be going down sometime soon, because most likely the Fed's going to raise the interest rate or the inflation rate, whatever the hell it is. Could be a good time to get in coming up. This is what I've been thinking about doing. Why don't we just start pirating houses? We're just like, yar, give me your house, landlubber. Sign these documents. No, don't do that. Is that her? Thought I saw a slow moving car, but I did not. See? Dave's thinking about the house pirating thing. Yeah, because once they sign that, what is it, pink slip or whatever it is over. Yeah, sure, no, pirates still exist. Mostly in Somalia. And in the Asia, like the whole Indian Ocean area / Pacific. Nobody pirate houses. Don't do it. This is a... Well, really, what are they going to say? He made me sign that document. And you did it? Yeah. Somewhere in the water places? What do those modern day pirates do? They mostly steal ships and then sell weapons and stuff. I don't know. I saw that Tom Hanks movie. That's all you need to know. They're out there taking people's stuff. Same thing other pirates did, but crazier and with guns. With bigger guns. Yeah, that's a real problem. Weird movie. Really? Captain whatever that was called? What was that called? I can't look it up. My phone's doing things. I love old pirate stories. I'm a fan of the pirates. Drinking nothing but beer because there was no fresh water, right? Sure. And because it's delicious. Not really delicious is not the word I would use often. But because of science and the benefits. This pickup better happen soon. Bandy, come on. Getting their scurvy. That's always good. Why is the rum gone? Which, by the way, I auditioned for 2 of those pirate movies. I never got in as just an extra. It was weird. Both times the audition was the same kind of thing, where it was like you walk around stumbly like a pirate, and you do this in a group of like 12 other guys. So you're all there pretending to be pirates, and then at some point somebody, like one of the casting directors, is like, "All right, now here's the rum," and they like throw a fake rum at you. There's no physical object. They just throw a fake rum at someone, and then you have to do like this weird wrestling scrim to like try and get the fake rum, and then the captain walks out and asks everyone where the rum is, and you have to improv stuff. It's very weird. I don't know. I never got picked for that. But they also then ask people if they have any teeth that they can remove and stuff, and I have a feeling that those people get first pick. So like, this guy he can take 3 teeth out. He's hired. Done. He was a terrible improviser though, but he could take 3 teeth out. So yeah. It can be. I mean, it's often very weird. Like, the castings are almost always like this weird mind game. And whenever you think you've done good, whenever I think I've done good, I don't get a call back. Whenever I think I've done horrible, I probably booked that job. It's like when I did the Drew Carey show. Granted, this is an extra position. They had an interview, not even an audition. And I went in for the interview, and they're like, so this is going to be like an office thing, and you're going to be at a computer, like, kind of thing, doing like that. And then I was like, what kind of experience do you have? And I was like, well, right now I work an office job at a computer. And I looked around, and I was the only one who looked like me. And everyone else looked like businessy. I work in an office. And I was like, I didn't get that job. And then I booked it. Because it was like a .com, not like a typical office. But I was like, okay. And then I did the Tim and Eric show. I was trying to find clips of you and Drew Carey. So it's the last 2 seasons, and you got to look for neverendingstore.com. Scenes in there. It's hard to find me because I'm only ever on screen for like seconds at the most. I think I have one favorited on my YouTube channel somewhere, but maybe I don't. Maybe I blogged it. It's been so long. But when I did the Tim and Eric show, like first of all, I'd never heard of it. I looked it up online, saw what probably is their worst sketch ever, and was like, I don't want to do this. And they asked you to memorize a dramatic monologue, and I was like, what the f? So I went in and delivered a dramatic monologue, and I was like, whatever, this is weird. And like the guy before me was I don't know if you've seen this guy. I'm sure you have. Anytime any film in the world goes to like Venice Beach, like Beverly Hills Cop had this guy prominently featured. There's like this African American dude who's always on roller skates, playing guitar, and sometimes in like a crazy like sequined shorts get up. It's like Stars and Stripes kind of thing. He's probably in like 50 movies. This was literally the guy before me in this audition, and I was like, "That's that guy. He was in Beverly Hills Cop." Whatever this is, that guy got it. And then I did my dramatic monologue and left, and I was like, "Well, that was terrible." But I booked that too. I don't even think there was a callback on that. I think I just booked it. Um, so yeah, acting is very weird. And as far as finding those clips, I'll try and find them. Yeah, I can look it up right now. Let's see. It's like season 8, maybe? That sounds about right. Let's do the looky thing. Because I gotta kill time anyway. I knew I should have it. Alright. What's happening in this Discord? Why? Oh, I know why. That's why. Alright. Okay, YouTube. Real quick, I want to just check this thing out here. Ugh. Andy, where are you? Come get these things. If I end up waiting around here all day and she doesn't show up, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Okay. Oh no. Also, I hate, yeah, it sucks. If you say you're gonna be somewhere at 11, be there at 11. 10:59. Seems like anytime I wait on someone else, they take forever. Seriously. And it's not even like, this was not even my thing. This was like, Amanda was like, oh, I set this thing up, but now I have to take the girls to a play date. I'm like, great. So I get stuck waiting around for your thing. All right, Drew Carey. Let's see. I should put season 8 because I believe that is accurate. Probably just look up neverendingstore.com as well. Okay, here's one. season 8 and 9, I think, were the ones I was in, based on the thumbnails I'm seeing. Okay. Right. Gonna turn my speed up a little and scroll through. Here, so it looks like I'm looking at you, even though I'm watching the playback on this. I kind of remember this scene. In this. I don't see any other extras in this at all, so this is either... Oh yeah, sorry about that. Put you guys right on there. Yeah, that's no good. I'm gonna take it to the Apple Store and see if they won't blow the fan out. My theory is that the fan on this thing is just filled with dirt. Alright, let's try this one. I'll put you guys back here now. Wait, is that me? Okay. Ugh, this one's in 480. Okay, that's Erica, that's Natalia, I mean. That's January. These are all the people I worked with. I'm over at the far computer. Does the shot ever go around? Oh yeah, that guy. I forgot that guy was on that show. Yeah, that guy was a cool guy. He never seemed to do anything after this. Two Brads. Okay, this is not a good one. But you can kind of tell that I'm here, but okay. Now I'm going to throw this in the Discord for whatever. Right. That is not the best one. There are definitely other ones where I'm like prominently like right behind Drew, being a dummy. Like, I'm just an extra standing around. No, it's not like that. Let's try to carry never ending store. But yeah, I just posted that one in the Discord. At 7 seconds, you can actually see me sit down in the background. And then it's really hard. Do extras have real conversations in the background? Sometimes, but generally you have to pretend. You have to mock talk because everything can be heard. But in between takes. And like some of them were way better at like lip reading and stuff. I sucked at it. I was never good at lip reading. So like some extras on our set would have like legitimate conversations during the takes, just based on, you know, like lip reading and hand gestures. And they would always try that with me, and I'd be like, don't do this. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. Like a lot of times we would, as the extras, nobody gave us this direction, but a lot of times we would kind of like give ourselves like little storylines. Oh, here she is. I can see the pink hair. So we'd have like a, you know, just at the beginning. And it wasn't like a group thing, just like every once in a while, one or two of the people would be like, today you and I, we're like arguing about like staplers or whatever it is, you know. Or like, we had a really bad date the other night. We're never gonna do that again. We're like, okay, got it, Erica. Right. And we're like, how about we just do that thing where we like softly talk to each other and not say words out loud? But some people felt the need for things. It's a very weird experience, but fun. Okay, as soon as she figures out where the house is and where to park, I'm gonna take all this stuff out. Here she comes. She figured it out, I think. Yes. Okay, give me 5 minutes, guys. But yeah, I posted that one on the Discord, which you can see me sit down. There are better ones out there. It's also a very good chance that they got removed from YouTube as well. But we'll see. All right. Oh, be right back. Alright, guys. Small talk and junk. Oh, was she barking? I apologize. Okay, should I continue searching for this, or should we do something with our day? I wonder if I can do... and my name. Nah, I didn't think so. Oh, there's no... Okay. I gotta reply to this text from my Amanda. Just now. Okay. Still here, still streaming. Need to get charger, okay. And this is the old office. Alright, Dave, get your food on. Who do you think is the best actor? Like, of all the actors? That's too hard a question. I mean, definitely have actors I appreciate the most, but man, the best actor of all time. I don't know that I can narrow it down to one actor. Like, there's, if you want to classify it by genre or something, I might be able to pinpoint somebody. But honestly, I'm probably going to say it's going to be some kind of character actor. Like, oh, you know who I'm really big on these days is Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy is a fantastic actor. He might be one of my favorite actors. Like, anytime I see him on screen, I'm like, yes! Freaking Tom Hardy! It's very good. Whatever's going to happen now is going to be fantastic. Yeah. Tom Hardy is the new Venom movie. Yeah. Okay. Season 8 playlist. Oh, there's a whole playlist of Season 8. Alright. I should be able to find myself in this. New mentions. What? Okay. Oops. No spoilers. You want to see it? What, Venom? I don't have any spoilers. I haven't seen that yet. That's not even out yet, is it? Extras. Well, first off, it depends on if they're union or non-union. And I have not done extra work in over a decade, so the rates have probably changed considerably. I believe when I was doing extra work, I was non-union, and I think I was getting $75 a day. Union is probably twice that, and now it's probably like more. There, I wonder if I can find that. The tricky thing is that productions generally will have more non-union slots available than union slots. You mean what are extras, Evan? Anyone who's in the scene but not a talking character, who's not actually someone you're watching, who's like part of the story, they're just extra players. Their background is what they're called now, background characters. Let's see. Oh, computer, why are you so slow? Yeah. That's right. And the computer is doing nothing. Wait. Yeah, I've considered getting back into that, but it's kind of not worth it. It's also a lot harder for a guy like me to get background work, especially as a union member, um, because I don't fit like stereotypical molds. So unless it's like, we need 20 homeless people, or we need to fill a club, which I'm a little too old to really be a believable extra in a club if they look that close, but they probably wouldn't. Generally, I'm not going to get a lot of those gigs. So, yeah, see, that was 2012. Why doesn't this have a... The beauty of of like being a background actor is that that designation of money is for like 8 hours only. And if you go over that 8 hours, it starts to get to be like bigger and bigger money real fast. If you get to the point where you're at 12 hours, you basically double your rate for the day. And we had that happen a couple times because based on how many times the actors need to retake stuff, you'll just sit around waiting or doing the same thing over and over again, either way. Um, yeah, I can't find updated info on what they make now. That's crazy. All these things are from like 2012. Like, yeah, it's more now. But anyway. Oh, I remember this scene. Um, it was about $75 a day. And I think that was the non-union rate, if I remember correctly. I did actually become union at some point, and I don't remember what the rate changed to. Um, how much do you think Tom Hardy makes in a day? In a day? I don't know. He probably gets a flat rate across the board. So it's just like $20 million or something. It's hard to tell. Actors are so like the big actors are so yes. I would not be surprised that The Rock was the highest paid actor, next to like Brad Pitt or something. But, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm in this scene, but the resolution on this is only as good as 20 or 240. Oh yeah, sure. Fast and the Furious, of course. That makes a lot of sense. So I can barely recognize myself, but I remember them doing this scene. I think that's me. Is that me? Yeah, I'm almost positive that little clip of hair is my head. It could be Marlena, but I think it's me. Drew needs to move his shoulder. Hang on. So when do they get to another angle in this scene? That's my friend Marie. That's totally me. That's my blue shirt. Okay. But this isn't worth putting over there because you never really see me and the resolution on this sucks. Okay, next. This is a good game. I should, oh yeah, this one's been blocked by Warner Brothers. Starting to get these. I'll have to continue this at another time. See if I can find these clips. It's somewhere. Oh wait, let me see this one. This is the same one I just watched, but it looks like the resolution's slightly better. No, it's not. Okay. Somewhere in the garage I have. Let's go. Oh, did I freeze? Guys, hang on. The YouTube app is doing that awesome thing where the video freezes. You can still hear me though. So I'm going to try and force quit and restart this. So stand by, and I will return in 2 minutes tops.